The American Legislative Exchange Council, commonly known as ALEC, bills itself as a public-private membership association of state legislators, but it's being forced out of the closet by progressives nationwide.
ALEC is part of a large right-wing pro-corporate infrastructure that's permeating our lives in so many ways. And for me, understanding those connections, understanding that that's what we're up against, is part of fighting back.
Fighting back against voter suppression laws, anti-immigration laws, and laws that strip workers' collective bargaining rights.
ALEC brags that over 1,000 of its bills, or up to 1,000 of its bills, are introduced each year, and up to 20% become law. I bet it's higher last year. Because what happened in states across the country was basically a trifecta. In a number of states where an ALEC leader like John Kasich or Scott Walker, someone who'd been an ALEC alum, became the governor, and the state house was taken over with leadership who were ALEC alums.
Graves says legislators and corporate lobbyists vote as equals on model legislation behind closed doors, and that every American should be concerned.
We've got big fights in Michigan. One of the things that has been mentioned here constantly is that ALEC does operate in the shadows.
You know that the constant theme and advice is follow the money, right? So the people who are investing in ALEC are the same people lining the pockets of these legislators, are the same people who are engaged in electoral politics to change the balance of power so that these laws benefit them.
One glimmer of hope is that a spotlight is finally shining on ALEC's actions through sites like alecexposed.org, which highlights ALEC's legislative agenda to lower wages and send jobs overseas.
A lot of the state legislators are dropping out without us asking at this point. And by us, I mean the community writ large. That the ALEC brand is so toxic in a number of places, they don't want to be involved whatsoever.
Alioto suggests calling your legislator to find out if he or she is a member of ALEC, and if so, ask why.
And the voices of the people that we hear from every day are heard as loud and as powerful as the voices of corporations and the voices of our political leaders. That's when we make democracy work for all of us.
Not just the rich and powerful. For the Machinist News Network, I'm Tanya Hutchins.